Guys, what's up? I'm trying to do the discussion board this way. I have a professor that allows you to do discussion boards on video. So hopefully Dr. Baker don't have a problem with this. If you do, I can type it out and word it or whatever. But the question for this week was our opinions of perception, our stereotyping, and generalization. So here's the way I see it. A perception is an idea that it's become a custom because of a series of experiences that you've had. First one that comes to mind is when it rains, the roads are wet and slippery. Now, I've been driving for 20 plus years. I've never had anything happen to where it rains and I slide everywhere off the road. So, I mean, this is a perception that most people have, though. And it could happen. So that's why it's a perception. But in all actuality, will it happen? Probably not. But it's the perception that we have. Now we talk about stereotypes. A stereotype puts people into categories. It limits them in a group. And a stereotype is usually used to judge a group rather than describe a group. So, they're meant to be hurtful for the most part. And then once you get a stereotype in your mind, usually it's kind of hard to get rid of that stereotype. So, one that I can think of off the top of my head is that all Muslims are terrorists, which, a lot of people have this stereotype, but honestly, most Muslims are actually just trying to better, themselves or their families in America, and they're not here to cause any terror or do any terroristic things. So that's what a stereotype, in my opinion, is. Now, when you talk about generalizations, to me, that's pretty much the opposite of a stereotype. A generalization it's usually used to describe something. It's not used to judge. It's used to make a generalized, description of something. And the one I can think of about that is, babies cry. I mean, you're talking about a group, and it's the truth. I mean, babies do cry. We've all been around them. They're going to cry. So you're describing something, you're talking about something, but it's not in a judgmental way. So this is the way that I look at the three. Now, as far as being ethical, perception is, to me, perception is what you feel in your heart. So it's what you think. I mean, it could be unethical. It could not be. It could not. Now, as I said before, stereotypes are hurtful and hateful. So I would classify them as unethical, and you shouldn't ever use it. Even making jokes around the job, the water cooler, whatever. Now, like I said, and to me, generalizations, they're just general descriptions to use. I wouldn't consider them to be unethical for the most part, for most people. So, but that's my take on it. Like I said, Dr. Baker, if this is a problem, just let me know, and I'll be more than glad to type it up and repost it. Thanks, guys.